Hey! Friday, November 7th, 2025. Yeah, I'm a little muddy. But I got it. It's not perfect, but who cares? I don't. My name is not Mr. Perfection. Last day of the 70s. So, here we go now. Bobby Law. I got a little small cap rock on there until I find a really good one. It'll work just like that. Just keep rain out of it. Yes, it is not straight. Straight up and down. It's pretty straight, but it's got a little lean to it. Who cares? Because when I get the big cap rock put on, I got to let all this stuff set. I just did through almost 4 feet. And I had some of it already built, and I had a fire in there. And I did a little hunting while it kind of dried. But I just put the last foot and a half on there. And I got to let that dry before I do anything else. It's got to kind of stabilize itself up. It's a little, but that's okay. Once it dries, it'll do exactly what I wanted to do. I've got about that big openings in it. I got 3 of them. I just got 3 rocks on there. 1, 2, 3. So each one's got a opening about this tall and about that wide. That's fine, because what it does now is, instead of burning all the wood like I've been burning, I can have a small little fire in there, and it'll retain the heat inside. I've just had to have a good sized fire in there to dry everything out. Now, this be the outside, and tomorrow it's supposed to rain, I think. We're gonna start closing things up. I'm about ready to head out of here. It's in the afternoon, middle of the afternoon. Trying not to come off the hill without a deer. Didn't turn out that way. I saw one, but he was way off. But anyways, I got the chimney finished. I got a bunch of this stuff mudded. I still got to add a couple of rocks in here, no biggie. But I mudded all this. No smoke. So when that gets done drying, I'll start shoving some chinking in there. And take like the end of the broom and knock off all the extra mud off the log, so it doesn't look like it's all muddy. And the same with this. Cap rock. See, this is all completely dry, and that's still warm from the fire I had in there. But that I needed to get done because I was not going to be sticking my hands in cold ass water. So let me get this locked up real quick. Come on. There you go. In there. Okay. So now that I got that done, I don't have to do that no more. Now, next item up for bids, the roof. The roof is not finished. We need some more board saw, chainsaw. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. This one's gonna come down because it has a big old knot thing in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unscrew it, cut this big old knot thing out of it, and I'm gonna shove it closer. I mean, it'll work, but I just don't want to have a centerboard that wide. But other than that, so everything's going with the roof, the roofy roof. We're getting it. And yes, none of it is straight. It's kind of guesstimation on where I'm going to put it all. And then I'll snap a string line on there and cut it, make it look good later. After everything's done. That way I can screw on a little scarf board. Pew, 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 pew. Just to kind of hold it in there. Crawl up there. Cut it. Then take all my scarf boards off. And it'll be done. And then all I got to do is trim up the edges, the sides. And the other day I was telling you I was gonna scarf them all. I did. Now I decided I'm gonna put the wood around the backside too. But this is by the front door, so I throw a couple logs up here, lengthwise. Everything that's sitting in there is gonna come out here. And as soon as I get the some more boards cut, what I'll do is I will take some dowel pins, right? I'll drill some holes in one of these logs over here, just a couple of dowel pins, and angle them things down so I'll have to knock them up in there, just like what I got here for this shelf. I just drilled some holes and made a dowel pin for it, pounded them in there. They're nice and sturdy. They're not coming out unless I really want them to come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some about 2-foot dowel pins, maybe 3-foot dowel pins, and have them go down. I have them come down. Then I'm going to start with the bottom board. I'm going to put a bottom board and then overlap it so the rainwater runs off and doesn't get my firewood wet. Yay. So it'll be just right here. So I know I got mud all over my glasses. Oh, for pity's sake. But anyways, that was the big thing for today, was to get the chimney basically finished. Now it's gonna rain, and some of that end or the extra mud is gonna come off. No big deal. Once it all comes off, I'm gonna find me a bigger cap rock, something that'll overhang the entire thing on all sides. I just stuck that up there to keep the rain from getting inside. In there, and there's a whole bunch of mud. Now this thing is big enough I could put my fist down through it, so all I need is a small fire. That small fire is going to heat up that cap rock perfect. And once that cap rock gets heated, it's going to have plenty of heat for this. I mean, I could build a big fire, but I really don't need one. Unless I'm going to be doing some cooking on the coals. But yeah. So, that's done for the day. That was my main item to do. Now all I got to do is, I was out screwing around doing something, and I had the tarp untied, and it got a little close to the chimney and decided to shrink it a little bit. Yeah, I watch that stuff. I forgot all about it, and I walked over. I was like, ooh, don't want to burn my log cabin down. So I got to tie this one up for tonight. This one I've already got tied down, but I'll probably make it. We'll make it tighter. We're gonna make it tighter. We'll tie this a little closer over here, so it keeps the water out of here, and then I'll tighten it up, tie it down over there. So yeah, for the most part. It was nice and sunny today. Now it's all clouding up, so I know we're supposed to get rain tonight into tomorrow. And it looks like it's wanting to get ready to start, so I guess I'm going to have to put everything up. Start going. Because somebody's going to be wondering what the hell I'm doing up here. But anyways, I just got my coat and stuff to put back in my backpack. Phone to go in my backpack. Got everything else in there. The chainsaw's got to go in the tent. Rifle comes with me. Tie down the tarp. And I did a little bit of cleanup this morning when I just got here. This thing was all nastified. And then tomorrow when I get up here, all the wood is going to go outside. So yeah. Put my shelf back down before I forget it. Alright, see? Now, that shelf is not going to stay there. What I'm going to do is, when I get to cutting, this is like 5 foot. I've got a bunch of 5-footers everywhere. I'm going to cut a plank about 4 inches that'll fit on there and screw that bad boy down. That way, when the heat comes up, it's not going to go through it. It'll be like a mantle. And I can put stuff on there without fear of it melting or getting too hot, catching fire. Something to that effect. But yeah, I'm happy that's not smoking anymore. I had the fire going. When I did all that, I threw mud, packed it in there, threw more mud until it quit smoking. So tomorrow when I put a fire in there, I'll know. I will definitely know. Other than that, I'm going to start picking up, tie up this tarp, and get the hell out of here. Because I know Mary's wondering where the hell I'm at. She's going to be like, why are you staying up on that hill so long today? And I told her I got to get this done today. And I told her I was going to do a bit of hunting. Would have been nice to get a deer today. Missed that one yesterday. She said, let me go up there and show you how to kill one. I was like, just shut up. So anyways. Yeah, we're getting there down. The doors are done. The chimney and the fireplace is basically done. Just a little bit of, I can wait forever to do the inside part of this. I can wait till next spring if I want to. It's all mudded up. In fact, I mudded up all up in there. All up in there. I mudded this. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to kind of shave some of this mud back, pack that thing with rocks and mud it again. Make it look nice, right? Just for me. And that'll be a winter project. And so I've got the roof put on and the chinking to get done. And we're done! Holy smokes, it seemed like just the other day, July, I was breaking ground on this. I was slashing down brambles and stuff. This is not quite 100 days into this. Close. Tomorrow will be 100 days. So by the time I get this done, this will be a 4-month build. I was shooting for 3. So far so good. I think I'm doing alright. A lot of these guys that build these cabins and stuff, they do theirs in 6 months, 8 months. Because they don't have like hunting season coming around the corner. They want to make it look pretty for YouTube. I'm not making this look pretty for YouTube. This is for hunting and camping. It is what it is. So anyways, I was up the hill up there about an hour ago. I mean, I was way up there. I was almost up to the mine road, which is up on top. And there's kind of like a little mine access road that goes up here. And where the gas line, it goes up through it too. And I walked all the way where they've got there's a cut in one of the creeks that's there, so nobody can get up top this way through my property. So anyways, I went up, crawled up to this road up here and walked all the way down to, well, from way over there down to the end over there, the creek. I walked all the way to the creek. And all the way along that stupid road is bear scat. Oh my God, it's everywhere, it's fresh. I mean, there's a lot of it. And I know that there's quite a few bears around here, but holy Christmas. There's a lot. Plus there's a lot of deer scat too. And you can see where either the deer or a bear has been camping out on that road. They lay down and spend the night up there because it's nice and flat. But yeah. I got up there, I had 30-06 with me, so I felt just fine being up there, but boy, the hackles on my neck just stood up, and I was like, okay, we need to really start looking around, making sure we're not going to get caught up with one of these damn bears up here. Because if I got mauled up there, it's a piece to get down this hill. And I drug down all the 12-footers and the 17-footer I had down there so I can cut them into 8-footers and slice them up for wood for the top. Now they're not very big. I mean, I'll probably get like 2 or 3 boards out of each one. Probably about 3 boards. And so we'll get that all done. I'm just using whatever logs I got. I don't want to drop too many more trees. If I drop one, I'm going to make it a huge one. I mean, big around. I want to go almost at least 16 inches around. So, do like 16 inches on the trunk. So, I mean, whatever I can move. And just to give you an idea, this here is about 10 inches. 8-10 inches right here. I'm looking at something like that to where I can get quite a few boards out of each 8 foot of it. Now there's bigger ones up here. There's a lot bigger ones up here, especially up on the hill. If I was to cut them, they almost 2.5 foot around. They're pushing almost 30 inches now. I only got a 16-inch blade on my saw. So I would have to cut one way and then mark them out and start cutting them the other way. Just make a mark, and then try and get it as straight as I could. They're too big. That's just way too big and way too much effort. So I'm going to drop like 14 to 16 inch logs and start laying them out 8 foot and just go to town on them. I mean, these ones here that I just put up here, these ones that are nice and wide, that's what I want to do. The wider they are, the faster it goes and the less I got to cut. So, well, I still got to cut them, but I mean, there's less logs I have to move to cut. So anyways, the leaf litter is getting mighty thick. We're losing a lot of the leaves. And I don't know if you can see it over there on the mountain. There's still a bunch of red and still a bunch of gold and some green. But there's a lot of brown. The trees are shedding all their leaves. Like, if you can look right down through here, it's a lot like this. And now, once all the leaves are down, I can look across and I can see any deer on the hills and get off a good shot, because that's only 150, maybe 200 yards. So that'd be a good shot right there, just right here from the cabin. And then when all the leaves come down up here, it's nice and open up there. I could shoot all the way to the top of the hill, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, I'm still messing around. I got I guess I better get my stuff picked up. I left my chair over here because I was hunting. Better go pick that up before I forget it. My little camping chair. Well, it's my hunting chair, really. And I just left it out there. It's one of them little break down and you can put it in like a little pouch type deal. And there's my truck sitting down there at the bottom. And so I'll give you an idea where that road's at. That upper berm up there, that's the road that overlooks everything down here. I was way up there. Wasn't quite to the top, but I was way up there. Anyways, put my chair away, put the saw away. I think that's all I got to put away because I was using the saw to cut some things this morning. I forgot what I was cutting. I don't remember. And then I got to start bringing up all these cut logs and stuff that I'm not going to use. Get it up here and start cutting it up for firewood. Okay, chairs in the tent. Now here shortly, when I get this roof on, tank gets broken down and everything gets moved in. Oh, that's what I was cutting. I was cutting those. I was like, what the hell was I cutting? So anyways, put the saw away. I got to get the tarp set up and I'm out of here, children. So get out of here before it starts raining for the rest of the day. Now I'll come up here tomorrow and it'll be cooler. Starting tomorrow, it starts cooling off 60s and 50s. And I don't have to play with mud. So I wanted to get that done today. So the only thing that I got left to do on there, I'll wander around tomorrow and see if I can find me a decent cap rock for that. So we'll see what we can get done for that. But yeah, let me get this tarp finished up, pack all my shit, and I'm out of here, kids. So until tomorrow. What happens tomorrow? Oh yeah, I'm coming back up here so we can build on this old cabin. That's right. So anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a good rest of your day. And if anything happens, I didn't do it. I've been up here building on my cabin today. So I didn't do anything. I've been up here. So anyways, I'll see ya.